The story of Dark Angel begins in Downey, a city just southeast of Los Angeles, California. The year was 1981. This was a time when the entire region was buzzing with a new, aggressive energy and music. The glam metal scene was exploding on the famous Sunset Strip. Whiskey A Go-Go, The Roxy, Gazzarri's. But beneath that polished surface, a much heavier and faster sound was brewing in the garages and back rooms of Southern California. Dark Angel was born from this raw, untamed underbelly. They were not interested in the hairspray and ballads that dominated the mainstream. They wanted something more. Speed, ferocity, a sound that would hit the listener like a physical force. Their early sound was a direct reaction to the prevailing trends. While other bands were trying to get radio play, Dark Angel was trying to play faster and harder than anyone else. They took the energy of punk rock and fused it with the technicality of the new wave of British heavy metal. The result was a chaotic, yet controlled, sonic assault. They started playing shows in the smaller, grittier clubs of the Los Angeles area. These were places where the music was the only thing that mattered. The band quickly earned a reputation for their incredibly intense live performances. They were a whirlwind of flailing hair, frantic riffs, thunderous drumming that left audiences stunned and exhilarated. The discovery of Dark Angel was not a single event. It was a gradual process driven by the underground network. The first people to see their potential were the local promoters. The first people to see their potential were the club owners. These individuals had their fingers on the pulse of the LA music scene. They saw the passionate, growing crowds that Dark Angel was drawing. They started booking the band for more shows, often as support for more established acts. People who came to see another band would leave talking about the incredibly fast opening act they had just witnessed. This ground-level support was the first critical step in their ascent from local heroes to a nationally recognized name in the thrash metal scene. A key figure in their discovery was Ron Quintana, prominent tape trader and editor of the influential fanzine Metal Mania. Fanzines were the internet of the 1980s metal scene. His coverage helped spread their name far beyond California. Through these networks, record labels started to take notice. A positive mention could put a band on the radar of A&R scouts. Ultimately, it was Combat Records, a Relativity Records subsidiary, that gave Dark Angel their first major break. A scout likely saw the band live or heard a demo through tape trading. Recognizing their immense potential, the label signed them. A Combat deal meant pro recording, wider distribution, and promo, taking their music from LA clubs to record stores worldwide. DJs at college radio, stations like KUSF and KXLU were essential, spinning demos and new releases late at night to thousands of diehards. Together they discovered, nurtured, and ultimately launched Dark Angel onto the global stage. Dark Angel's lineup was never a static entity, especially in its formative years. The core of the band that would create their most famous works came together over time. The original vocalist was Don Doty, raw, frantic, almost unhinged. He fronted the band on their debut album, We Have Arrived, and Darkness Descends. Doty's style was pure aggression, a shrieking and snarling assault that introduced the world to Dark Angel's ferocity. Eric Meyer and Jim Durkin. Together, they forged the band's signature riffing style, Rob Yon on bass, providing the rumbling low-end foundation. After Don Doty's departure in 1987, Ron Reinhardt arrived, powerful and aggressive, yet more controlled and articulate, a commanding roar. He debuted on the Leave Scars album. Mike Gonzalez replaced Rob Yon on bass, tight and intricate playing. The most famous addition was drummer Gene Hoglan, the atomic clock, precision, speed, stamina. He became a principal songwriter, shaping complex arrangements and lyrical themes. His drumming across Darkness Descends, Leave Scars, and Time Does Not Heal is legendary. Jim Durkin remained a key creative force for much of their career before his passing in 2023. Eric Meyer has been the constant, appearing on every album as the lineup evolved through reunions, carrying the torch forward. When Dark Angel released their second album, Darkness Descends, In 1986, the thrash metal world was forever changed. Not just a collection of songs, it was a statement of intent, one of the genre's cornerstones. While other bands were fast, Dark Angel sounded like they were playing at a completely different velocity. A relentless barrage of hyperspeed riffs, blast beat drumming, and Don Doty's snarling vocals. Songs like The Burning of Sodom, Perish in Flames, and the title track are masterclasses in controlled chaos. Razor-sharp riffs by Eric Meyer and Jim Durkin delivered at a blistering pace. But Gene Hoglan's drumming defined the album's sound: power, speed, precision, unheard of at the time. Its dark lyrical themes matched the sonic violence. This wasn't party-centric thrash. It was dark, serious, apocalyptic. The album's infamous tagline challenged the limits of speed and heaviness. From first note to the final crash, it's a non-stop adrenaline rush. Still shocking and intense today. It solidified Dark Angel's reputation among the most extreme and cemented their place among thrash legends. An essential listen for anyone who wants to understand the true meaning of thrash. The hurricane they unleashed continues to rage on stages worldwide. Dark Angel was leading the charge into darker, faster territory, and many would follow. The creation of Darkness Descends was steeped in raw, do-it-yourself ethos. The album was recorded at Music Grinder Studios in Los Angeles, built to capture loud, aggressive music. They entered with songs faster and more complex. The sessions were intense, driven to make the most extreme album imaginable. The album was produced by Randy Burns, a crucial choice. Experienced with Megadeth and Possessed, he knew how to capture live energy and sheer speed without turning it into a mess. He succeeded brilliantly, raw and gritty, yet surprisingly clear. You can hear intricate guitar riffs and complex drum patterns at ludicrous speeds. Artwork is as iconic as the music, created by Sean Engemann. Skeletons and ghouls rising under a blood-red sky, capturing the apocalyptic mood. Frantic, detailed, utterly terrifying. A genre masterpiece and one of metal's most recognizable images. A perfect storm, the band's ambition, Los Angeles recording, Randy Burns' production, and Sean Engemann's terrifying artwork. LA's competition pushed them harder. Music Grinder gave the space, Burns translated it to tape, Engemann gave it a face. Together, Darkness Descends became a legendary thrash artifact, and every detail cemented a record for the ages. Following the monumental achievement of Darkness Descends was an intimidating task. Instead of repeating themselves, Dark Angel chose to evolve. Their third album, Leave Scars, released in 1989, showcased growing musical maturity and ambition. It marked the debut of Ron Reinhardt, more powerful and articulate, unlocking a different kind of vocal aggression. Still incredibly fast and heavy, it introduced complex structures, varied tempos, and a progressive approach to songwriting. Longer, more intricate songs with multiple tempo changes and complex instrumental passages. The guitar work grew more technical, with elaborate solos and intricate patterns. Hoglan stayed blistering, but also more nuanced and creative. Lyrically, it moved beyond simple horror to psychological and social topics: war trauma, child abuse, existential dread. Reinhardt's clearer delivery made complex lyrics hit harder, emotionally and intellectually. Leave Scars bridged the gap between their raw past and their technical future. For many, it's the perfect balance: blistering aggression and growing musical intelligence. The album left a permanent mark, just as its title suggests. It was recorded at Space Station Studios in Hollywood, California, USA. Produced by the band with Eric Meyer leading, engineered by Michael Monarch, bigger, clearer, and punishing. In 1991, Dark Angel unleashed Time Does Not Heal, a monumental work of technical and progressive thrash, the band's magnum opus. If Darkness Descends was a sprint, Time Does Not Heal is a marathon of bewildering complexity, famously boasting 246 riffs, a testament to its density. Long, epic compositions, tempo changes, shifting time signatures, and intricate passages. Now, as a quartet, Eric Meyer handled all studio guitar duties, intellectually challenging and physically punishing. Hoglan's songwriting and lyrical contributions peaked, labyrinthine structures, complex riffs, and rhythmic mazes. Reinhardt delivered dense, thought-provoking lyrics about social injustice, psychological trauma, and humanity's failures. Recorded at the renowned Ocean Way recording studios in Hollywood, California, USA. They needed a top-tier studio to capture the complexity, long, painstaking sessions to nail every detail. Produced by Terry Date, later famed for work with Pantera, Soundgarden, and Deftones, his mix is heavy yet remarkably clear. Despite the density, every instrument has its own space. Guitars defined, bass powerful, Hoglan's drum complexity precise. Album artwork by Australian artist Travis Smith visualizes time, perception, and psychological weight in surreal form. The era's visuals and sound together crystallize the band's technical apex. Dark Angel's legacy is etched in stone as one of the most innovative and extreme bands in thrash. They weren't just participants, they were architects of the scene. Their influence reverberates through countless thrash, death, and extreme metal bands. Their impact is distilled in 3 pillars: Darkness Descends, Leave Scars, and Time Does Not Heal, a perfect trilogy of evolution. Darkness Descends, gold standard for speed and aggression. Leave Scars, brutality fused with intelligence. Time Does Not Heal, a monumental technical achievement. Gene Hoglan set a new drum standard. Eric Meyer and Jim Durkin sketched a blueprint for thrash riffing. Don Doty and Ron Reinhardt, 2 distinct but equally powerful approaches to thrash vocals. Uncompromising extremity and artistic integrity remained constant. From LA's vibrant scene, they forged a body of work that stands the test of time. Never chasing trends, always chasing intensity. Fans still speak with reverence because the music remains urgent, powerful, and brilliantly crafted. Their shadow looms large over metal, a permanent reminder of pure, unadulterated thrash. From the genesis in Downey to global stages, Dark Angel remains legend and reality, etched in speed, sealed in precision. And time does not heal the impact they left, it only makes it clearer.